Welcome to another edition of Inside Warhawk Sports. I'm Alex Urban. Joined with me today, head football coach Lance Leipold. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing well, Alex. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. All right, so we're going to look back at the past game against UW-Platteville. With the win, you secured sole possession of first place in the WIC. What does that mean for the team?
Well, first of all, it was a really good road win for us against a really good football team, but it gives us a chance to come back here to Perkins Stadium and have a chance to at least clinch a share of the conference championship. So we talk all the time about winning a big game leads to another big game, and that's what we have this week.
Absolutely, and then obviously looking back at the game, defense held the Pioneers to only 68 yards on the ground. What did the defense do to really hold them down?
Again, Brian Borland and our defensive staff had a great plan put together. We thought if we could make them one-dimensional, control that running game, and that's what's really helped their program take the next step was the effective running game that they had, and our defense played extremely well.
Yeah, and then offensively, struggled a little bit in the beginning. What helped you guys really finally start getting things going?
Well, I think one thing is we were playing without Jake Kumro, and when you lose a big playmaker, there's a loss there. But again, you have to give credit to Platteville for what they were an excellent defense, and it's going to be that type of game when you play top 15 type teams where you're gonna slug it out there for a while and find a way to make some plays. And we got a couple big plays. Second half, I thought we could warm down a little bit up front. We were able to run the ball a lot in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, and then obviously you touched on it, Jake Kumro. He didn't play at all. What's the status for the upcoming game? This is senior day.
Well, it's early in the week yet, and we're not really sure where it's at. And we're not going to put him out there until we know he's completely cleared. Yeah, it could be another week without him. I don't know at this time, but we're hoping to get him out there sooner than later.
Absolutely, and then obviously moving into this week, you guys have Stevens Point at home. They were ranked. Now they've lost a couple of games. Moving into that game and the final home game of the season, for you, how tough is it seeing seniors that were here 4 or 5 years in the program? Some here, less than that, but those guys that stuck it out through and through. How tough is that for you?
Well, it's a process, as you know, Alex. And when you come into college and you do those things, and to see those guys that have put so much time and effort in the program, and to continue to make this program what it is, it's another special group. And though we hope we can continue playing and first of all concentrate on winning the game so they have a chance hopefully to play more football games in Perkins Stadium is really going to be the focus. But again, we always appreciate their efforts and contributions to our university and our football program.
Absolutely, and then I know you've obviously been there as a player. How tough is that? Well,
I don't know if it always sinks in. Exactly that, it's kind of like high school. Is this really it? It's probably more that feeling the next fall when you're not there. But there are some emotions, and that's one of the things that can be overly draining for players. You got to make sure you keep your emotions in check, that you keep focused on kickoff, but it can be an emotional time.
Absolutely. And then going into the game, what are a few key points as you guys look for that 34th conference championship?
Well, we've struggled in past years against Stevens Point defensively, and we're going to need to control the ball, do a good job, not give up big plays, and win that turnover battle once again.
Absolutely, Coach. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. This has been another episode of Inside Warhawk Sports with Coach Lance Leipold.